Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Phoenix Wright. No, to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles stream, which is not in any way a Phoenix Wright stream. Anyway, greetings, everyone. I'm Brandon Cole, aka Super Blind Man, and I'm glad to be here today to continue this game. Which is awesome, which contains an awesome narrative full of awesome voice acting done by awesome me. So there you go. That's my whole sales pitch. Welcome everyone. If you'd like to support the content that I create and the things that I do, there are tons of ways to do it. Follows, subs, cheers, and tips are all appreciated. Cheers can be a single bit and tips can be a single cent, and I would still appreciate them. Support is support, and I want you guys to know that I always appreciate it no matter what. You can also become a supporter via Patreon or Ko-Fi or Coffee or however you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't know. Patreon.com/SuperBlindMan and ko-fi.com/SuperBlindMan if you'd like to get some perks back for supporting me. And in fact, with Ko-Fi, you can even commission me for things like short form poetry, short form voice work and poetry for yourself as well. Personalized poetry, single use personalized. And Patreon, there's things like the monthly Netflix parties, which we just had yesterday. We watched the end of Arcane, and we started a show called Archive 81, which is a horror show, and it's quite good. It's quite surprisingly good. So, yeah, that's some benefits you can get for supporting my content. Alrighty then, chat. Alrighty then. The time is nigh. Thank you, Surrybot, for disabling the emote-only and some sub-only modes. Now you can actually chat if you're here. So that's good. It is now time to continue the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. Because I'm ready. I think it's time to do this thing. Let's
Anno_eyesight, waving hand.
Do this thing. Let's press the button. Pressing the button now. I need to open up the projector window real quick. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Haha. Hey, there you go, sighted people. Now you can see it too. My bad. My bad. Windowed projector source.
Lyric Singer 7043, hi.
Hey, Lyric Singer, how you doing, my friend? Are you ready for some more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Are you prepared mentally for some more Ace Attorney Chronicles? I hope you are. 'Cause that's what's happening. That is what's happening. Let's see here. All right, let's load our game. Load our game. Load it. All right, now I seem to remember we're in a very important part of the game. Yeah. Something to show this man has a compelling reason to lie in his testimony. Can we look at the history right now? Yes, we can. He's claiming to have no reason to lie, but is that really the case? Yes, we have to show why fair play is lying. Fair play is the banker bro. Banker bro.
Purple Jordan, hey. First time here.
Well, greetings to you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. You are witnessing a blind person play the Ace Attorney Chronicles, and I even do full voice acting for the characters. So I hope you have a good time here and enjoy yourself and stuff. I'm gonna say there's evidence, even though I don't know what the evidence is. We're gonna go with it. My lord? Yes, counsel? The defense is ready to present evidence. By Jove, are you sure? Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate
Nightbot,
why.
want to know more about Super Blind Man? Follow him on more things, and even show your support for his work. Check out the panels or type Linktree and you can. Thanks and enjoy the show.
Why, Mr. Fairplay had reason to lie in his testimony. Drow! Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. Evidence that demonstrates the motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court. Oh, oops. I messed up. Hang on. Okay, we gotta see if we can figure out what evidence this is that we need to present. Oh. Would it be the debtor's ledger? It might be the debtor's ledger, but I want to look through everything just to be sure. Just to be sure. Yeah, it's not the omnibus itself, I don't think. Not the leather gloves. Not that. I'm guessing it's probably the ledger. He's a banker, isn't he? I think he is. I'm gonna try it.
Take that!
Yeah, this is wrong. Yes, I believe that this evidence does demonstrate a deception of sorts. A deception by the defense that it is in any way competent. Sorry, I'm not competent. A deception that won't pass muster in a British court of law, my unlearned friend. Alright. We failed. Mr. Narahado! I wonder if perhaps there are some details we've overlooked in the court record. You think it might be wise to check over all the evidence again? Yes, it looks like I need to thoroughly examine every piece of evidence we have. It looks like that might be a hint that we need to examine something with the 3D examination thingy-me-bob. Very well. Alright, same dialogue. Present your evidence, blah 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 blah. Okay, I might use the story mode button for this because I think it's asking us to thoroughly examine something. And when that happens, and this is for the new person in the chat, this game is playable by the totally blind with a technology called OCR, which stands for Optical Character Recognition, which allows me to read the text and dialogue in the game, in combination with, you know, we can use, you know, we can do some of this stuff. If it was just a matter of presenting evidence on its own, we could do it. But because this might be a situation where we have to look at something in 3D and point out something specific on a picture of an item, that presents us with a problem. So for those types of situations, we use the story mode button, which is there for those who just want to experience the story without having to worry about gameplay. But we use it to get past situations that is difficult to do without sighted assistance. I'm going to press it now. We're going to see what it does. And hopefully I'm just not silly and didn't need to do that at all. But anyway, here we go. Yep, it looks like it is examining something. Yep. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets about London's gentry. Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside? Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally. Is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder. I assure you, we will not find Mr. Sholmes' name inside. Well, let's see what we find. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think we need the cursor again. We're gonna hit story mode again to get it to do whatever it needs to do for this. Yep, looks like we need to move the cursor to... Still going. Still going. Still going. Is it still... Is it? Is it working? Okay, okay. I guess we just had to press X. Okay, sure. Gosh, it's cramful gentlemen's names, isn't it? But I suppose they're not... They're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off. Ah, goodness! What is it? Look at this! Do you see the name here? Bruce Fairplay. Does that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar, actually. That's really silly, Ryunosuke, that's really silly of you. Yeah, she even says, Bruce Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment. Oh, yes, of course, the banker. Why is his name in here? Ah, he borrowed 20 guineas, did he? And look, the repayment date is fast approaching. It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course. This could be very useful information. The details of the debt. The debtor's ledger. Have been updated in the court record. Okay, so I actually presented the correct thing. But the way this game works sometimes is you can't present even if you present the correct piece of evidence, if you don't have all the information, if the details are not updated, it won't work. It'll be as though it's the improper piece of evidence. So that actually was the right evidence that I submitted, but I needed to examine it thoroughly first, which I hadn't done, which we have now done. Now we can finish. Okay, so now we can go back. And now, the details of the ledger says, among the defendant's list of debtors is Bruce Fairplay, who would have been due to repay his loan imminently. Where's Lynn?
Take that!
This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. Fairplay, or Mr. McGilded. Sorry, I did that thing where I assumed a word and it was, of course, very wrong. Yes, a list of innocent victims, crippled by the accused extortion. The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name. Mr. Bruce Fairplay. He goes, "Nah." What? That's the judge. The judge said that. Mr. Fairplay, are you currently indebted financially to the accused? No, well, it's barely worthy of being called a debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say? Ah! 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 Well, what of it? Let's suppose Mr. McGilded could be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case? These documents state the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, would the creditor to the defendant here be sentenced for capital punishment? All outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist. Cease to exist? Mr. Fairplay. Is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw? In a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant. Yeah! I'll check the history real quick though, because I think he said something and he got cut off. Not really. Okay. Order! 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 Mr. Bruce Fairplay! Why, yes, my lord. So, I'm changing Fairplay's voice just now. You probably noticed, and I'm doing that because only now do we have kind of an inkling of what his accent might sound like, because it was written out. My lord was written out with A's, so that tells me that it probably would be something closer to that, kind of like a World of Warcraft peasant. Yes, my lord. All right. Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Duh. Did you or did you not? See the precise moment in time in which the defendant was alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony. All right, and now let's not make a melodrama out of this. That's fair play. I'm still trying to clarify it in my head. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. Chronicles says, "Tosh." But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on McGilded's hands. Objection! And yet, only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained. Yes, so you keep saying.
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir.
It's, the hat maker guy. Go ahead, Mr. First.
Well, the thing is, I think I might remember seeing it myself, as it happens.
Seeing what?
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure it was on both of his hands, not just one.
What? Rubble, rubble, rubble. It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yes!
That's fair play. Mr. Nerado! This is good news! The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last. Yes. I might finally have a chance to turn things around. Here. Here we go again. What the witnesses really saw.
Purple Jordan, very much enjoying the voice work, especially on wordless exclamations.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's continue. There was blood on both hands of the assailant. However, I suppose you might say I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
I remember seeing the knife, and I remember
Mr.
seeing
Meter
both
Raper,
of the
I'm a
attackers'
tarot
hands
deck
with
finally
blood
is in
on
New
them.
Jersey.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. It is on the way to you. It's actually very close to you now.
I didn't actually see anything myself. No. Not until I heard that scream.
Anyway, the fact remains, there can't be anyone else inside that carriage. We all would have seen them. Well, lo and behold. In truth of fact, not one of you was witness to the crucial moment the crime was perpetrated. I apologize, my lord. But honestly... Airplane, nervous banker, man. There was no one else inside that carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. Yeah, that much incriminating evidence is tantamount to saying we saw the man do it. That's really not what testimony is about.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. Yes, once more. The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's account. counts. In other words, there is no substantial or significant change in the facts of the case.
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Yes, my lord. What the witnesses really saw. The cross-examination edition. Alright, let's press on some statements.
There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that.
Hold it!
The evidence tells us otherwise. We have the gloves the defendant was wearing on the night in question, in the court record.
I'm well aware of that, sir. Nevertheless, I know what I saw and I stand by it. The man had blood on both of his hands.
Maybe he was only wearing one glove. He's defiant even in the face of hard evidence. He's steadfastly refusing to admit that he might be mistaken about what he saw. But why? Your reasoning is dire. One hand or two, the salient point remains unchanged. Minutes after the grim crime, the victim's blood dripped guiltily from the accused's fingers.
However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
Hold it!
Don't try to downplay this. Whether or not you saw the exact moment of the crime is a matter of fundamental importance as well, you know. I don't think he said anything, he just doing his pen thing.
For crying out loud, we all know that no one else could possibly have done it. I was just trying to save us all some time.
You have a loan of 20 guineas outstanding with the defendant. Do you not? How do you hope to release yourself from that financial burden? By ensuring the defendant was found guilty?
That's not entirely not what I was hoping for. I just lost a little guinea or 10 when I backed the wrong horse in the derby, that's all. I was going to win it all back. There's a fixture this weekend that's a sure thing.
little guinea or 10. I'm a banker. No one bats an eye if I borrow a little spending money for the weekend. What a terrible person. Even the judge is like, ... Hey, Mr. Fairplay, you know you're doing more illegal things. You're discussing illegal activities right now in the courtroom. I think you might have revealed more about your character than you bargained for, sir. This witness's scruples are not on trial here. Proceed to the next witness. Is that really how it's supposed to work? I remember seeing the knife. And I remember seeing both the attackers' hands with blood on them.
Hold it!
No. You definitely saw that too. Blood on both hands? Yes, sir. I mean, I know what you're going to say. Only one of Mr. McGilda's gloves had any sign of blood on it. That's right. The thing is, as far as I remember, sir, when I looked down and saw Mr. McGilda sitting beside the other fellow, I don't believe he was wearing any gloves, sir. He wasn't wearing these gloves? That's correct, sir, and I saw the blood on both his fair hands, quite clearly. It's true that a dark-colored stain on dark leather, the dark leather of these gloves wouldn't be easy to see. Wouldn't have been easy to see. This one did not scan properly. I'm going to check the history to get it right. I should point out that the police officer who apprehended the accused on the night in question. Oh. For some reason, the first half of Van Zeke's lines are not coming through right now. Reported there was no trace of blood on Mr. McGilda's gloved hand. There wasn't blood on his hands? This is puzzling indeed. This must be significant somehow. I'm sure of it.
I didn't actually see anything myself. No, not until I heard that scream.
Hold it!
Hold it! Hold it! You didn't see anything?
Oh, yes, sir. That is to say, no, sir, I didn't. Very sorry about what I said before, sir. Very sorry, yes. It was very wrong of me to make up stories and say I saw him stab the man. Wouldn't you agree, sir?
I know what you're insinuating, but I certainly wasn't making up stories.
Still,
Say you saw nothing isn't right either, is it?
No, no, sir. I saw nothing at all.
Mr. Beppo, you were driving your horses. At the very least, you must have enjoyed a good view of London streets, no? Everyone's dotting. Oh, please, you didn't even see that?
It was so cold that night, you see. It was all I could do to keep from passing out, sir. Yes, my head was barely frozen solid. Sorry to say, sir.
It would seem prudent. To avoid travel in the last omnibus of servants of London's cold winter nights. Beppo! I think that's the head of the coaching place. Anyway, the fact remains there can't be anyone else inside that carriage. Or we all would have seen them.
Hold it!
And everything you saw from the incident was from the skylight on the roof of the omnibus? That's right, it was fiercely cold that night. But the glass wasn't frosted over. Oh yes, I remember I was shivering, it was so bitter.
Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place.
Well, I don't know about this young fellow, but I couldn't enter the cabin. Why not? It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but no one opened the door. It was locked. That's right. It's a public bus service, for pity's sake. That's not what I call fair play. Wow, fair play. Wow. Yes, I had exactly the same experience. I tried knocking, but the jet inside just gestured at me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck, look down, longingly into the warm cabin below. Well, I can assure you I wasn't just looking down. I was glaring long and hard. And that's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence, that if there was anyone else at all in that cabin, I would have noticed. Unequivocal, I would say. I'm not sure about these two witnesses. They have really seen everything inside the cabin? Through the skylight? Oh no! Oh no!
I think I messed up. I didn't realize there was a choice there. I gotta get used to doing what, I think it was Chaosbringer told me to do. I'm still not used to doing it. Advancing with circle to not avoid choices. Or not make the wrong choice. I think I just did. I think we just said, yes, of course they saw everything. I think the idea is that they didn't see everything.
I suppose they would have a bird's eye view from the roof. And birds generally have very keen eyesight, so... Thank you, that's all clear. What you said does make sense.
No, I don't think it does. I think I need to repress on that. Very good. Continue with the cross-examination. Cancel.
Mr. Fairplay didn't seem Mr. Mason being stabbed at all. That's a hugely significant change in the facts of the case.
And there's something else that occurred to me whilst listening to the witness's latest testimony.
Two of them were recounting what they saw through the skylight on the omnibus roof. I know it's a large window and certainly affords a good view of the inside, but... I think perhaps we ought to confirm what they're saying. With our own eyes as much as possible.
What do you mean?
I mean that we can examine the evidence firsthand. The omnibus is here in the courtroom after all.
It's a good idea. We can consider the witness's statements when we're looking around. Okay, so I think what we need to do is I think we need to use story mode for this.
Hold it!
Oops. I need to do that. Yeah. Yeah. I think we need to open story mode for this, because I think what they're going to do is they're going to go into the court record, which I will now open. I pressed the wrong button last time. I think they're going to go to the court record and examine the omnibus, which is not accessible to do without sight. So I'm going to do that, and I think that's what they're going to do. I hope I'm right. If I'm not right, I guess we're going to find out. But here we go. Oh, not right. Uh-oh. You know what? I know what's happening here.
Hold it!
Yeah. Let me just confirm this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was just that I made the wrong choice. Okay. Yep, they might not have been able to. That's what I was supposed to say.
Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. You were riding this omnibus. And witnessed the events in the cabin through the skylight on the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
In that case... there's a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight for you.
What?
By golly, really? Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied. That at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Objection!
Enough hypothetical meandering, my Nipponese friend. The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims. After all, the scene of the crime is here in the flesh.
Very well, I will uphold the prosecution's demand. We will identify the area on this cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. If this is definitely a pick the thing out of the picture moment, so this will be a story mode button moment. Where exactly in the omnibus are you suggesting this potential extra passenger could have been situated? Okay. I'm gonna press story mode so they can click on the right thing.
Take that!
Take that!
Both rows of seats on the roof face in the direction of travel. Whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other. Which means the visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight, is as I've drawn here. That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite the one on which the victim is attacked in the seat opposite the one on which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscured from view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would be completely unaware of it.
Yeah! Says fair play.
Objection!
And then, of course, the court goes rumble, 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 rumble.
It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there. You Nipponese have the forbidding habit of obscuring truth with ambiguity.
Inosuke's like, huh? What do you mean? What does any of this mean? I concur with the prosecution's rejoinder. In a British court of law, evidence is paramount. I cannot entertain this conjecture, counsel. That is, unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger.
Can you, Mr. Naruto? I don't think we can. I really don't think we can. I think this is a case of answering no. I honestly don't know. Who could it have been? Who could have been in the other seat? It was out of sight from witnesses on the roof deck. Let's think about this. Do we have any idea? Not McGilded, not Mason, obviously, so they're out. Not any of the witnesses. I don't think we know. I think this is one of those rare instances where you're actually supposed to say no. Because they do happen in these games. There are times when you're supposed to say you don't know, or like we don't have evidence. And I think this might be one of those. I'm just trying to really think about this before I make this choice. Look at the court record one more time. One more time. A murder weapon. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. No, there's no explicit evidence, I don't think. I'm gonna go with it. I think the answer is no. If I'm wrong, well, then I guess I'm wrong. I have literally no idea.
Purple Jordan, gotta head out. Thanks for the fun.
All right, have a good time, my friend. Thanks for hopping by. You're always welcome back, and glad you had a good time. As a proud citizen of the Japanese Empire, you will look to the sky and walk on, making sure all signs of tears are gone. Go on! Are you quoting song lyrics at me, Susato? This isn't just a case of going on, Mr. Sato. I don't think she's... Well, let me double check. No, she didn't actually say anything there. Okay. Oh, well, right then. I'll go on. The defense would like to put forward a name. Okay, I guess we're supposed to know. You were a fool. That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learned. Let us not delay, Counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat. could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting for. Turn the trial in my favor. That night, on the night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from view was... It's Chisato! Lord Chief Justice. Oh boy. Not McGilded. Not Van Zeeks. I don't know! I really don't know! What the heck? I mean... Beppo, I guess? Maybe Beppo would have seen it and... 'Cause he's still super nervous. But he's not... He wasn't in the other seat, he was driving the coach. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it was Strongheart. I don't know. I really don't know, bro. Oh. Bro! I guess I'm gonna say Beppo. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, my only grounds for saying Beppo is that he's still super nervous and seems like he's still super hiding stuff. But that's, like, literally all I have. And it doesn't really make sense because he was driving the coach. So I don't know. I mean, he was complaining about how cold it was. I don't know, but... Oh, I feel lost. And I could just hit story mode, but I wanted... It's the victim! It's Van Zeeks! Oh, man. I guess I'm gonna go with Beppo.
Take that!
Doesn't make any sense to me. I think this is wrong. Yes, concealed in the blind spot of the cabin that night was none other than this unexpected passenger. Whatever so-called logic you use to arrive at that conclusion, it matters not. Because your answer has made one thing abundantly clear. The real blind spot is inside your head. It would appear to be unusually large. Yep, that was wrong. I really don't know. You could have said that's just not right. Mr. Narhado! Our task here is to defend Mr. Begilded. I know that! And we are working on the assumption that he is innocent of this crime. Yes, of course. That must mean that there was someone else inside the omnibus with Mr. Begilded. The true culprit. That's right, exactly what I've been... Nothing. Of course, so the two people sitting inside that cabin that witness saw through the skylight that night. It was the victim and the real culprit. It does seem as though we've all been making a false assumption. Witnesses weren't looking at Mr. Begilded at all. Meaning he has to been sitting somewhere else. So it's Begilded? Okay, I see, okay. So this points the finger away from Begilded. Even if we don't know who the culprit is, yeah, I think that was my error in thinking. Point the finger away from Begilded, even if we don't know who the culprit is. If he was sitting somewhere else, then he couldn't have been the culprit. I see. My bad. Let us not delay, Counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat. Alright.
That was the repeat of the same dialogue, so. Okay, so let's go with McGilded.
Take that!
Oh, music stopped. Yeah, I guess that is what we're going for here. The passenger in the enclosed cabin, the witnesses on the roof deck failed to see. Has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everyone's like, hmm? Everyone's like, hmm? What are you talking about, counsel? That's the name of the defendant.
Objection!
Whoa, 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 are you angry, sir? If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my chalice, do forgive the discourtesy. Oh, this hallowed chamber, sorry. Lord Van Zeeks! People talk of those tiny island nations in the Far East as having a learning culture of their own. But I see they use the terms ill-advisedly. What are you trying to say? Let me explain in terms that even a student of an artless backwater such as yourself might understand. When the bloody scene unfolded, the victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to the fact. It's the very premise on which this case is built.
Objection!
That premise may be wrong. What? If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way. What inconsistency, counsel? The defendant's gloves, my lord. And Zeke says, both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. Only one glove bears the gory remains.
Objection!
The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance. Yes, their testimony remains unchanged. Exactly. They both adamantly swear. But they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands. Yeah, I definitely was not thinking about this correctly. I was actually, I really was just assuming they were lying. Like, about everything, which, I guess I shouldn't have done. I made a mistake. Alright. In short, the memory of events is correct, and the testimony reveals the truth.
It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night. A third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands. Both of them.
Objection!
And who was this third party? Obviously, the true culprit. Extraordinary.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Order! 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 What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. Witnesses have clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Objection!
But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats. And I couldn't exactly make out their faces. Yes. The tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. I could see the rest of them, though. Yes, that's right. Those gents were certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir. And what particular styles have the two gentlemen thought, Mr. First? I'm afraid I don't remember. Great. You call yourself a hatter? Rude. The style of hat makes no difference. There was no third passenger in that cabin. How can you be sure? Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would undoubtedly have offered to depose the fact. Unless, that is, you're proposing an even more preposterous explanation? The accused even failed to notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
Ramble, ramble. I gotta ramble a little bit here. Ramble, ramble.
He's right. If there was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin on the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it. Order! There is clearly a simple solution to this problem. Bring the accused, Mr. McGilded, to the stand. Wait. Yeah, he's asking. Bring the accused, Mr. McGilded, to the stand? Well, what say you, counsel? The prosecution objects, my lord. On what grounds? As a suspect, he will have already made a full statement to the police. But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak? Really?
Magnus McGill is no uneducated ruffian. If it indeed turns out the man has been withholding information, you can be sure it will have been a most deliberate act.
Counsel for the defense, what is your opinion? My lord. Did we ask Mr. McGill to testify or not?
Demand his testimony.
Yes, we need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth. The defense would like to call Mr. McGill to the stand. In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
What was it?
Yes, I need a little time to consider this.
Yeah, something like that. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember who these. I think this was the. Oh no! I'm trying to remember who these jurors were. Oh no! Oh no!
I think the old lady was 6, and I thought the archivist was 4, but maybe I'm wrong. Or the photographer lady was 4. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong, very wrong.
Maybe this is the. Oh, this is the maid. That's right. This is the maid. Yeah. I remember now.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGill has to say.
Get the man out here, I say. Here's the gruff one.
It would be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony.
When something needs doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild.
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say? Oh yes, that would be lovely. Yes, the jury says the man must be heard. Very well. The court will hear the defendant's testimony. Bailiff, show the judge... Bailiff, show the defendant to the stand at once. I almost said show the judge to the stand. Show me to the stand. Where's the stand again?
Renosuke is dotting.
Now, maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear. Oh, snap. Oh. Let proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day? To be sure I have, my lord. There are now 2 matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin as proposed by the defense. A second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police?
Dotting.
Hey, Gad! No, 'tis not in my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the questions, please. That was the wrong. Yeah, I messed up the accent on that.
Anything at all. That's what it would have been. Like that. The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell you all, or keep my mouth shut? That's what, Mr. McGilded. A fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night where myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true. Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. You?
I think there was a little bit of dialogue. Someone, I don't know who it was. Someone said, "What?" I think it might have been us. Van Zeeks is. I don't think he's actually saying anything. I think he dot. I'll double check. I almost pressed story mode. Yeah, he didn't say anything. No, Magnus McGilded. A convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm truly sorry, so I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was... well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And not in any way involved, you see. What? If the police had known the wee one was there... they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd hold him into this... they would hold her in this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. And who is this young child of whom you speak? That I don't know. You don't know? Well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. If the Archon isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings.
What the?
Okay, wow, lots happening. Someone's like, fire, there's a fire! Quick, someone's trying to get away, get after them! Hang on, what the heck? Because someone said, smoke! Ah, fire, there's a fire! After them! It's no use, I can't say anything to the smoke! People are coughing. What's going on? Well, this is sure a turning point, isn't it, chat?
Cover, Mr. Narhado, cover your face!
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody. Dang, man. I didn't see that coming. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff. Amid scenes of chaos, people stumbled over one another in the desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew that was, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. To be continued. Save your current progress? Why, yes. I would like to save my current progress. Wouldn't you like to save your current progress? I've saved my current progress, chat. Okay. Well, here we are. We have a couple hours left of the stream of streams. Do we have any lurkers around that are lurking? Any lurkers in the chat that would like to say, hey, I'm here, letting you know that your content is relevant and is something that I like to watch? I hope so, because small confession, was a little bit discouraged by the turnout for the last Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney stream that I did. And though it wasn't the only reason, though I did have things to do that I wanted to get done. It was one of the reasons I didn't stream Ace Attorney last week, because the turnout was just so low that I'm wondering if people are not interested in this game anymore. Which sucks, because I am. But I wonder if people aren't interested anymore. I wonder. Actually, I can actually check this. I might actually check it. I do have 2 viewers right now, but only 2. So many followers, only 2 viewers. Well. I'm trying to decide what to do. Because the thing is, these streams are quite taxing on my voice. And I don't know, like, if people are interested, I don't want to do something people are interested in. Like, I don't know if I should continue this.
thinking, chat. I'm thinking. The 2 viewers out there who are watching, I'm thinking.
Lyric Singer 7043. Keep going. It's just getting good.
I mean, I would like to. I want to. And I'm glad you're here, Lyric Singer, by the way. I just want to say, I am glad you're here. Thanks for speaking up, because it means a lot. There hasn't been a lot of talking in chat today, except for the one new person that was here. And last week there was almost nothing. Last time I streamed this, which was 2 weeks ago, but there's almost nothing. Which is why I was getting discouraged. So I appreciate that you stuck around, and I appreciate that you spoke up. Thank you for that. Alright. I'm going to keep going. Because Lyric Singer is interested, and Lyric Singer says it's just getting good. So, basically, for Lyric Singer, I'm going to keep going. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go. February 18th, 12:52 p.m. The Old Bailey, Defendant's Antechamber. What on earth just happened in there?
I've managed to find out what happened. I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
That is what it sounded like. It sounded like a little smoke bomb. A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use.
Just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why? Why do you think, Gay? Why do you think? Seriously.
Well, it's a young gun of around 15, I hear.
A young girl? Then could it be? The other passenger that Mr. McGill was just talking about. Yes. Obs, bro. Obs.
My thoughts exactly.
No, he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGill, actually? There's so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. Along with a young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? What was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit? To herself.
There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence.
I'm gonna look. I think he's saying the omnibus, but I'm gonna double check. Oh, he wasn't even saying that. He said, oh,
According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo,
this Sato?
he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly.
Now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
She's right. That is strange.
Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom.
That's the ridiculous bailiff voice.
The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away.
Whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say. But it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
I'll know soon enough, Mr. Sato. February, 1 o'clock p.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Robble, robble. There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilded. Look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before.
Well, after that eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks.
My lord.
I believe you've established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings earlier.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
Good gracious, the army? What in the devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape in the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl?
She does not appear to have said anything. Let me actually double check that. No, she didn't say anything. So the judge is saying,
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade? You induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom?
and she's not saying anything again.
What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
And nothing again.
Ahem. Before you mind me, Lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded? I think perhaps I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why it is that this wee lass was here in the first place. And why she tried to boat like that. Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Very well, Mr. McGilded.
give your testimony. We explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. Manzeeks is dotting, probably not happy about this. So what did happen that night? It's not like the defense lawyer needs the information or anything. That's a funny joke. Funny joke! That was a Game Grumps reference. I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps lately. Funny joke! Okay. The young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet. I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from. And bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. A child! Okay. Okay, the judge is saying brr, 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 brr. Basically said nothing. I remain somewhat baffled, I confess. From what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus. Is that correct? It's exactly as the defense counsel said. This lass was the fifth passenger, my lord.
Robble, robble.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. Van Zeeks again didn't say anything. I think he thinks this whole thing is ridiculous. The young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat on the omnibus and promptly nodded off.
Hold it!
When you first got on the omnibus, were there any other passengers on board? There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were, I see. Aye, and that's why I took the back side as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? By all means. This is how you described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite, the one on which the poor gentleman was stabbed. Was sitting. Like I said, it is the most comfortable, and where I feel most at ease. And of course I of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight. From time to time as well. And Zeeks is just shutting up, apparently. Then, Begorra, a loud wee scream. A loud thud and a wee scream woke me. Woke me up with a fair start.
Hold it!
A loud thud, you say, and a scream? Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise. Do you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed? Well, no, you'll remember I was asleep at the time. I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me up, I opened my eyes. There wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage, but the fella on the floor. Didn't see anyone. At the same moment, you did hear a scream. Ah, from the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume. I was thinking because First said he did scream. Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the sight before me. By the desperate sight before me. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet. So I sat him up on the seat across from me.
Hold it!
You sat him up? The victim, you mean? That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor, now would you? It's common courtesy, so it is. I find that a little hard to believe. Interesting, Renzeeks finally speaks up again. Been shutting up most of this testimony. Let me just make sure of something real quick. Double check the history on the thing. Yeah, it really is Ara. Ara, Lord Van Zeeks. Now, why would that be? Interesting. You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Well, he didn't. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. Well, no. As you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them. And some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting entangled with trouble. Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no! I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. The whys and wherefores? Right you are. There are some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yes. Screamy says he heard it at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from. And bless my soul, what did I find?
Hold it!
I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. So I did, sire, so I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well, now, 'tis a queer thing. A wee scream I heard as I woke up. Nah, it came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. Wow, okay. Good gracious. Under your backside? And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Isn't there a huddle? We can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember?
Yeah, and?
Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence. This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside. And that's when I found her. I wonder if I bring up the court record and bring up the omnibus. Let's click on this. And then let's press story mode. Yeah, okay. It's gonna work, I think.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Maybe not? I guess it's not working? Unless it takes a very long time for the omnibus because it's so big? I don't know. I'm not hearing any moving. I mean, I'm not hearing any selection of anything. I think it's like, what do you want me to do, man? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Okay. Yeah, it's proceeding forward. Okay. Okay, and that's when I found her. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
Hold it!
You say she was hiding herself? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight. But she was all curled up in a wee ball. And her eyes met, well... me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest. Oh, you're really overacting this. Still in all, I pulled her out from under there. And sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chinwag with her. The seat opposite? That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. Ah, good lord, dude. Just set a little girl next to a dead guy. You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir? Well, as I'm sure I mentioned. A gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So I needed to find out just who this archon was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A fella's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I'd say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, you must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with a knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see you at all, Miss McGilded. Oops. I closed the window by accident. Sorry. Hang on. Hey. There we go. Here we go. Come on now. Okay. Using the history. In other words, the previous witnesses did not see you at all, Miss McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was, in fact, this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
Available.
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature. And readily confused, perhaps, with this young girl.
After that, of course. With a scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? And she's not saying anything. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Probably Lestrade, kind of as an homage to, it's probably pronounced Lestrade, because that would be an homage to Sherlock Holmes. And this game, if nothing else, has a ton of Sherlock Holmes homages. It is probably supposed to be Lestrade. Lestrade. Oh, that's probably what that's supposed to be. She's a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. Was commonly called a pickpocket. What? This girl here, a petty thief?
Rabble.
Order! Is this true, Mr. Lestrade? I'm gonna pronounce it Lestrade no matter what now. Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. Ah! I don't know what happened. Something happened. How dare you! What is the meaning of this? The girl, she's gone. I don't know who's saying this, actually. It could be the girl this time. Open your eyes! I'm over here! Yep, it's her. Apparently this is her theme song. Good gracious, how? What's the point of that little sidestep? I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, they'll say. Look, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself back into a corner. But she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it? No, not at all. There was definitely some history that I missed there, so... This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast... And then she did her disappearing act again. Look, knives are for cowards! Only thugs use weapons like that! All I need for what I do is these fingers! I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes. But I've got pride in what I do. Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns under weapons for thugs.
know this? Yeah, this is the bag I lifted the other day. They want to keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it?
Ah, do not wave that thing in my direction again.
You admit you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. Dot dot dot.
Still right, lass. You can tell him the truth now.
Alright, yeah. It's like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court what happened exactly... Wait. You will tell the court exactly what happened on the omnibus on the night in question.
Alright, if I have to.
What the girl saw.
You saw me get some soda. Stream soda. Okay.
So I snuck inside the carriage. Before they hooked up the horses, just like always. It was a right old waste of time. I got nothing for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. And after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
Whoa.
Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGill did. Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for. This is where I was sat that night. And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume? Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration. So you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined, when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even there, you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. Not at all, my lord, not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name, for the sake of this less fortunate lass. My goodness! What a perfect gentleman. My lord.
Moon Mike, great stream.
Why, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm not sure. Hang on, let me check the history. Oh, it's number 1. My lord, this fine example of a man can't possibly be guilty of a crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. Hey, it's another innocent thing. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives at the truth. Clearly at the truth every time. Oh my god, I think that's all the jurors, isn't it? Yeah! Oh, snap! Well, I guess it's over. Just kidding. Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leading toward the verdict of not guilty. Rabble! 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 Mr. Naruhado! This... what it must mean... It must mean what? But we're victorious! We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Of course not. Whoa. If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. This really is a consummate example. Of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. where evidence and reasoning should be paramount. Emotion rules the day.
Emotion?
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively I still can't do it. Comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Oh my god. Oh man. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation.
I got the history for that one. It was cut off a bit.
The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings.
Good lord.
The evidence has been tampered with. Been tampered. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilded's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
Oh no! Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Order, order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been affected, Counsel?
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to happen. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend?
Me?
When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. Now, this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks.
You see, we didn't examine it. Now, the thing is, this is kind of cool in that I understand the intent is to make you feel like you messed up, like as the player and did something wrong. But the thing is, if we were actually supposed to have examined it before this point, story mode would have done it for us. So, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter? How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat of the omnibus?
I didn't look. Sorry, I'm a failure. I didn't look. Why didn't I examine the omnibus more thoroughly? Perhaps I credited you with too much intelligence. It seems, my lord, that this Eastern initiate is as unreliable as wine from a barrel.
It's an Errado!
Well, no, it would seem the argument is moot. And the truth of the matter is there for your soul to see, after all. That there cubby hole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, it is. Oh, it is. People are dotting away.
Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The Guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. It certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Pepper isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pig purse are lying. Pig purse are lying. Oh no, he flipped back to guilty. No. No. Wow. Ryosuke's like, ah! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them.
What? Oh no!
It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Oh no! Fireball! Oh wait. Fireball. I forgot I was gonna do that. I kept forgetting to do it because I was so surprised that there was fireballs being flung.
Quite so. I must concur here. A fireball!
Venomex, hello boss, what do you think about chain link?
Chain link. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
With calm, calculated reasoning...
Venomex, chain link is a decentralized blockchain Oracle network built on Ethereum. The network is intended to be used to facilitate the transfer of tamper-proof data from off-chain sources to on-chain smart contracts.
Oh, that sounds like something I'm not interested in.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives at the truth every time.
Except you flipped your stance 3 times, so...
Venomex, too far man, sad face.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
No, I'm not trying to like insult it. I'm just saying it's not something I'm interested in personally. I mean, to each their own. If it works for you, then it works for you. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. Before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Alright. Alright, so now it's time for the cross-examination, and I think, chat, that I'm gonna call it here, for this stream. Here's why. I'm not doing this because of my discouragement that I admitted earlier. I'm actually doing this because, this is no joke, I'm really hungry. And the reason I'm really hungry is because I had 2 interviews to do today, and I skipped lunch, because there wasn't time. So I think I'm going to call it here, get some food a little earlier than usual, and I think that'll be that, folks. So let me save. Let me save. I think save is the first one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We are saved. Everything is awesome. And that is going to be that for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate those of you who did stick around and did show up. I'm not going to lie. I still kind of need to question, I think, this game. It just seems like this is not what people want to see right now. So I do need to question that, and maybe I'll post on Twitter about it and see what people say there. But you know, I still had fun. I still really like this game. I'm enjoying myself, and hopefully I can bring some more enjoyment back to it for viewers as well. For now, let me try to find you guys a raid, and we'll get you out of here for now. Let's see what we can do. See who's online right now. Let's see. Alright, I think we will raid. We will raid Word Fangirl, who is playing Kena Bridge of Spirits right now, which is a very interesting game because it was made by an animation studio, which didn't make a game until they made that, which is pretty cool, I think. And then it turns out they made a really good game out of it, so. We'll raid Word Fangirl here. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, I think I am streaming next Tuesday. So yeah, see you guys then. And yeah, have a good night. Enjoy the raid. Tell them Blind Man sent you, and I'll see you guys then. Have a good one.